Is your life like mine, that God puts you on journeys that are unusual journeys, and you do unusual things, and people don't think you can get out of the mess that you sometimes got yourself in? But you go through it, and you will be ordinarily embarrassed to stand before people. Is there anybody here like me that would stand anyway just to say that I'm going to show you what God would do? Anybody here? Yeah, y'all had some situation. You had a situation like that where you could somebody say, I'm going to show you what God would do. Some people say, well, why you going to church? And I'm saying, I'm going to show you what God would do with a sinner like me. Jeff, why you preaching? If I could preach, everybody could preach. Yeah, you ought to. God will put some stuff in your life so you can come through it and have some people to try to hurt you and see you come through their hurt, so you can look at them and say, what else you got? What else do you have? I made it through this. I made it through this. Look at this. Will you go over to verse 14 with me? I'm speeding it up.
Verse 14. Remind everyone of these things and command them in God's name to stop fighting over words. Such arguments are useless, and they can ruin those who hear them. Work hard so God can approve you. Be a good worker, one who does not need to be ashamed and who correctly explains the word of truth. Avoid godless, foolish discussions that lead to more and more ungodliness. This kind of talk spreads like cancer. Hymenaeus and Philetus are examples of this. They have left the path of truth, preaching the lie that the resurrection of the dead has already occurred, and they have undermined the faith of some. But God's truth stands firm like a foundation stone with this inscription: the Lord knows those who are his. And those who claim they belong to the Lord must turn away from all wickedness. In a wealthy home, some utensils are made of gold and silver.
Watch this.
And some are made of wood and clay. The expensive utensils are used for special occasions, and the cheap ones are for everyday use.
Let me ask you this. Are you cheap? Are you cheap? Or are you special? Are you special? Mama's been trying to tell girls this all the time. Baby, I don't need you to be out here cheap. I need you to be special. I don't need them to hide you when the real day comes. Did y'all hear what I said? Are you cheap? Or are you special?